students. I hope you all are fine. Our today's topic is fixed and working capital from chapter number 9, financial management. In this chapter we have done role, concept, objectives of financial management and the different financial decisions like financing decisions, investing decisions and dividend decisions. And yes, capital structure also we had done. Now today we are going to do fixed and working capital, the requirement of fixed and working capital. The need of capital in any business enterprises may categorize into two categories. First, working capital requirement and second is fixed capital requirement. Working capital is required to purchase current assets mainly. I hope you know the meaning of current asset. Current assets are those assets which give benefits for 1 year only, which we can easily convert into cash within a 1 year. That assets are known as a current assets. So to purchase that current asset, we need some capital, we need some money. That is known as a working capital. Or to make the payment of day-to-day expenses also, to run a smooth business. See, for the smooth functioning of a business, we have to spend some money on the different expenses like wages we have to pay, salaries we have to pay, and that also comes under that requirement is also fulfilled by the working capital only. On the other hand, fixed capital. Fixed capital is basically required for the fixed asset, to purchase the fixed assets. Now what is this fixed assets? Fixed assets refers to the assets which basically remains in the business for more than 1 year, or you may say which give benefit to the business for a longer period of time. That assets are known as a fixed assets like land, building, machinery, furniture, etc. These are the fixed assets, and to purchase these fixed assets we need some money, we need some finance. That finance and capital is known as a fixed capital. So in any business we need working capital also and we need fixed capital also. Now understand the meaning of management of fixed. One by one we'll do both fixed capital requirement also and working capital requirement also. First of all, we are going to start fixed capital. Fixed capital requirement. The fixed capital is basically required to purchase fixed assets like land, furniture, machinery, plants, etc. They are known as a fixed assets. And to purchase these fixed assets, we need fixed working capital. Now, the management of fixed working capital is basically related with the accurate estimation of fixed capital. Now, how we'll take the correct estimation of fixed capital? See, for this, first of all, we have to estimate the need of fixed asset. How much need is there in our business of fixed asset? How much fixed assets we need in our business? First of all, we estimate the need of fixed assets, and then only we can estimate the correct estimation of requirement or need of a fixed capital. Now, need of fixed capital affected by many factors, or you may say many factor affects the need of fixed capitals, and that factor only we are going to do here one by one. Now come to the factors affecting the requirement of fixed capital. The amount of fixed capital which is required in a business, that depends on the need of fixed assets. So first factor is nature of business. The amount of fixed capital is basically depends on the nature of a business. Usually there are two types of business concerns: manufacturing concerns and trading concerns. Manufacturing concerns are basically related with the production and the procurement of goods and then selling of the goods. On the other hand, trading concerns are basically purchase of finished goods and then selling of that goods. So the manufacturing concern, they need a huge investment in the fixed capital as the required machineries for the production, plants and the other machineries or the other fixed assets for manufacturing the goods. For that we need more fixed capital. On the other hand, for trading concern, there is no need of huge amount, the investment of huge amount in fixed capital, as there is a very less requirement of fixed assets. So in manufacturing concern, there is a need of more fixed capital. On the other hand, in trading concern, there is a need of less fixed capital. Second is scale of operations. Scale of operations. See, if the manufacturing concern running a business on a small scale, then there is a need of less fixed capital. On the other hand, if the business activities are more, or the manufacturing concerns are running business on a large scale, the production is more, the selling is more, then there is a need of more fixed capital. So that depends on the scale of the operation, the number of activities which we are doing in a business. If we are doing our business on large scale, there is a need of more fixed capital. If the business activities are less, then there is a need of less fixed capital. Next is choice of techniques. See, that depends on a business ki what type of machinery they are using. If the business concern is using modern and automatic machinery, then there is a need of more fixed capital, as these type of machineries are very expensive. On the other hand, if the manufacturing concern is doing production with the help of manual labors or very less machineries, then there is a need of less fixed capital. See, I am not saying there is no need of fixed capital. There is a need, but comparatively less. In the manufacturing concern, where the modern and the automatic machineries are used, there is a need of high fixed capital, more fixed capital. Next is technology upgradation. Nowadays, many fixed asset or business concerns are using which requires the immediate change. The technology upgradation is there. So, if the business concern is using these type of fixed asset, for example, if a business is using the business enterprises whose business is completely depends on computers, and the technology of computers is undergoing a rapid change, then there is a need of more fixed capital, because whenever new upgradation will come, the company has to change the systems, the company has to purchase the new softwares, and for that they need a finance, they need a more finance. So there is a need of more fixed capital. Next point is growth prospects. See, there is a two types of business concern. A first, which has a possibility of very less growth, and on the other hand, the other concerns which have a greater opportunities for a growth. The business concern which has a very less opportunity for the growth, they need comparatively less fixed capital, as there is a no need of purchasing new machineries. But if they have a chances of growth, if there is a possibility of growth for a business enterprise, then there is a need of more fixed capital, as whenever that opportunity will come, they have to increase their production, they have to purchase a new machineries and the fixed assets, and for purchasing that fixed assets, they need a fixed capital. Clear? Next is diversification. Now, what is the meaning of this word diversification? Diversification is basically when the company deals in more products rather than one product. When the company deals in two different products or more than two products, then that situation is known as a diversification. So, if a business concern is using this concept diversification, they need more fixed capital. For example, if I say a textile manufacturing concern, now they are going to start a new industry which is related with the manufacturing of papers. Then there is a need of different machinery. They want to purchase they have to purchase a plant, a new machinery for manufacturing paper now. So there is a need of more fixed capital. So when the company using or dealing with different products for the production of different products, that is known as diversification, then there is a need of more fixed capital, otherwise less fixed capital. Next is financing alternatives. See, every business enterprises can raise fund through a different sources, and the fixed assets can be purchased only and only by the long term sources, which are equity, debentures, and the other sources like loan from financial institutions and the other things. See, if these financial sources, the more alternatives are available for purchasing the fixed asset, then there is a need of less investment in the fixed capital. For example, nowadays, a leasing concept is also there. Leasing is basically a contract in which a person who is having that property gives permission to the business that business can use that property or fixed assets, but on the lieu of using that asset, they have to pay some money consideration for that. That is known as a leasing rent. So in simple words, we can say nowadays we can purchase assets on rent. We can hire assets on rent for a longer period of time also. That is known as a leasing. If that kind of options are available, then there is a need of less investment in fixed capital. There is a need of less fixed capital. Clear this thing? See, if the leasing for the financing leasing option is available, then the company needs less fixed capital. Otherwise, if this option is not available, then they have to purchase their own asset, and for purchasing the fixed asset, they need a more fixed capital. Clear? Now, last point is level of collaboration. It means seeking the help from another organizations in order to run a business. That is known as level of collaboration, in which the certain organizations, they share each other's facility, or you may say they jointly use the fixed assets. Clear? That is known as a collaboration. For example, if a bank gets an ATM of another bank, that is known as collaboration of ATM machines. See, for for setting up the ATM machines, there is a need of huge amount of money. So at times, what these organizations do, they jointly share the facilities. Like one bank set up the ATM machines, and then they get income from other banks, and the other bank can use these facilities. Clear? And for other banks, those who are getting this facility, there is no need of investing in fixed assets. So we can say the level of collaboration, when the company jointly use or share the facilities, then there is a need of less fixed capital. Clear this point? I hope these factors affecting the requirement of fixed capital is clear to you.